You do. It's good. Tone, man. Back on that live stream, cuz. It's that time of year again, man. It's that time of year again, man. That time of year again. It's time to talk NFL draft, man. Who you want? Who your team want to draft? Who do you want your team to draft? What's up with it? Who you want? You an Eagle fan? You want Justin Jefferson? You a Skin fan? You want Chase Young? You know what I'm saying? Who you want, bro? Come in who you want, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm about to break this down two different live streams. Sorry, what the heck? Yo, my man, what's good, man? What's good, family? So, all right, so this is how I'm gonna do it today, man. I have two separate live streams tonight. One with the first 16 picks that I have mocked in the 2020 NFL draft. Afterwards, it'll be a live stream on the night. I'm gonna just get on randomly. You know what I'm saying? I won't be a specific time or anything like that. And I'm gonna talk about the second half of the 2020 mock draft of round one from your boy Pro Tech Sports. So first off, let me get to the whole news today about the NFL postseason being not being, I guess, expanded to 14 teams instead of 12 teams. Has it been the last forever? I'll give my opinions on it real quick, and then we'll get to the mock draft. I think it's huge for NFL, man. I think it's a good look, man. Two extra teams at the playoffs is always huge. Two extra teams that can uh, get two extra playoff spots. It doesn't change the amount of rounds in the playoffs. I don't think it doesn't alter that too much. Only one team gets a bye now. I mean, that does kind of hurt a little bit, but the same token, that makes the regular season that much more important. So I do like that aspect a lot of it as well. Seven season each conference means once your team gets into the postseason, you know what I'm saying? So you know that one team that you thought should get in, you know what I'm saying? That actually deserved a playoff spot, but they just did not play well early in the season or they had a mid-season slump. Now they got a chance to get in, make some noise during postseason time. So it just makes it a lot more fun, man. It also makes that number one seed so much more important because that's the only bye. Now you a two seed, you gotta play on wild card weekend. Like that, this just makes it a lot more lit, man. I'm just happy that is a thing. In my opinion on it, it's great for NFL. It's great for us fans. It's great for the. It's not going to be great for the players, but it's great for the fans. It's great for the teams, and you got a shot. And it's good for the players because now you have a extra window to get into the postseason. Once you're in the tournament, anything can happen. Look at the Titans, man. Titans were a 6 seed and they got all the way to the AFC Championship game. You know what I'm saying? So the Giants in their two Super Bowl runs, they were a wild card team playing wild card weekend. They got into the postseason, went all to the Super Bowl. It won the damn thing. So this is dope, man. I'm happy seeing the NFL innovating a little bit and changing it up to keep us fans very, very intrigued and into the game of football. So that'll do it. That'll do it for that. So let's get to the mock draft, man. Yeah, because some teams get screwed out of a postseason spot, and I think it's fair that some of these teams, you know what I'm saying, have the opportunity to get in the postseason and actually represent their conference. So I completely agree with you. Completely agree, Outlaw. Thank you, man. Thank you, John, for stopping by, man. I always appreciate you for pulling up on the chat, man. So let's get to the mock draft, shall we? So, with the first pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Bengals are now on the clock. 5 seconds later, we have come back with the card. The pick is in. With the first pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select quarterback Joe Burrow, LSU. The Washington Redskins are now on the clock. 25 seconds later, the pick is in. With the second pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Washington Redskins have selected Chase Young, defensive end, Ohio State University. Simple. So I'm going to explain these two first picks. Cincinnati was very obvious. They need a quarterback. They're going to get rid of Andy Dalton. they need a franchise guy who they can give the fan base some hope for. They need a quarterback who's actually going to be good. And Joe Burrow just seems like the really good prototypical pocket passer who has a little bit of athleticism. Played really well in LSU last year, but only one true year of really good play. So he looked solid the season before last season, but this year was his first year of elite production. So I'm always very wary of guys like that, but it's obvious. You can't pass up on Joe Burrow. And also for the Redskins, you can't pass up on Chase Young. Everybody's talking about this trading down crap and blah blah blah, and we don't get Isaiah Simmons and no, just pick Chase, no brainer, franchise player, blue chipper, move on. So that's the first two picks in the 2020 NFL draft. With the third pick, the Detroit Lions are now on the clock. Now the Lions can do a lot of things here. The Lions can take Tua Tagovailoa and move on from Matthew Stafford. The Lions can trade down, get a buttload of picks, and sit at maybe 6 or 7, and go get a guy that's really good, but not one of the elite players in this draft. Or they can stand pat and get the best DB in the draft. They just traded Darius Slay. This makes perfect sense. The pick is in. With the third pick in the 2020 NFL draft, the Detroit Lions have selected Jeffrey Okudah, cornerback, Ohio State. The Giants are now on the clock. You're the Giants. You went 4-12 last year. Your line is trash. Your line is garbage. Nate Solder is horrible. Their guards are horrible. Their center, your other tackle, trash. You could definitely use an offensive lineman here. Or you take best player available because you're not a good football team and you want as many blue chippers on your team as possible. Let's go with option B, shall we? The pick is in. With the fourth pick in the 2020 NFL draft, the New York Giants have selected linebacker / safety / edge rusher Isaiah Simmons from Clemson University. So these next two picks are also no-brainers in my opinion. Jeffrey Okudah is the best DB in the draft. You just trade Darius Slay away. It makes perfect sense. Just get the cornerstone cornerback in your locker room and have the kid play for 10 years and he plays great. Simple. And same with Isaiah Simmons. He's the best player available at this pick. You just go best player available. You're not a good football team if you're the Giants. You can use talent at a lot of positions. And I agree with you. I like him a lot as well. And Isaiah Simmons is a damn good football player, man. I think he's definitely will be one of your cornerstones in your defense for at least a decade. So those two make sense. Now, the Dolphins are on the clock. 5 seconds later, the pick is in. With the fifth pick in the 2020 NFL draft, the Miami Dolphins have selected quarterback Tua Tagovailoa from the University of Alabama. Roll Tide! All right, let's get it. This makes perfect sense for the Dolphins. They have been tanking for Tua. You have your chance to draft Tua. You draft Tua. That's it. Simple. Josh Rosen is trash. Ryan Fitzpatrick is a journeyman. You need a legit franchise quarterback. You take Tua Tagovailoa. You just pray this man stays healthy, and you don't look back. You don't trade up for him because he will be there at 5. Don't waste draft capital to move up to go get Tua. Tua is not getting taken by the Lions. He's damn sure not getting taken by the Redskins. So you just sit at 5. The Giants damn sure ain't taking Tua. You stay at 5 and you get Tua, you move on. So that's the 5th pick. And the no trades in my mock draft. I don't do trades. I'm mock trades. Not in the first 16 picks. I usually wait till after 17 to maybe mock a trade. But normally I don't mock trades because you already know what people are asking for to move up or down in the draft. So I don't really want to speculate. I can guesstimate, but I don't really want to I want to be accurate as possible, so I just don't want trades. I don't want trades to be honest with you. Now the sixth pick goes to the Los Angeles Chargers. This is obvious. Tyrod Taylor is not your franchise quarterback here. He's a solid bridge starter. I think Tyrod Taylor can do some solid things. I think he's solid. He's not great by any stretch of imagination, but I know Anthony Lynn is very confident in him because his days in Buffalo. But come on, man, Tyrod Taylor is not the long term answer at quarterback. Now you can trade for Cam. You can grab Cam Newton if you want, but they say they're not interested in Cam. So you're going to do the young route. You're gonna draft the young guy, have Tyrod start for 2 years, and then you had the kid come out. And this kid is going to be pretty good if they can breed him right. The pick is in with the sixth pick in the 2020 NFL Draft. The Los Angeles Chargers select quarterback Justin Herbert out of the University of Oregon. These two picks are obvious. They both need franchise quarterbacks. Need not say no more. Let's move on to pick number 7, shall we? The Panthers are now on the clock. Carolina Panthers are in a really weird position, I think. They're not in tanking mode, but they're getting rid of a lot of good players. They no longer have Luke Kuechly. He's retired. Thomas Davis has been long gone for a little while now. I like DJ Moore a lot on the offense. I like CJ McCaffrey. I mean, not CJ, Christian McCaffrey. You know what I'm saying? C-Mac. I like C-Mac a lot. Got Teddy Bridgewater quarterback, so I don't think you draft a quarterback here. Offensive line got a little worse. Got Russell Okung, but he's on the older side. Lose Trey Turner. That's a downgrade, in my opinion, at the guard position and a slight upgrade at the tackle position. But with Russell Okung's health being so compromised, I think this is a downgrade overall for your offensive line. The defensive line could use some playmakers. Don't know what the guy Vernon Butler been at. What's up with him? The guy I drafted a couple years ago, the first round, a few years ago. No more Star Tule coming through that door. K'Wan Short's getting up there in age. Might be moving him soon. So go get a new K'Wan Short. Gotcha. With the 7th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select defensive tackle Derrick Brown out of Auburn. Now the Cardinals are on the clock. This is obvious. They got weapons now in Arizona. Yeah, they lost Luke Kuechly. They lost James Bradbury. They lost a lot in Carolina. They can use a lot in Carolina, right? But I'm gonna go with the defensive tackle because that's probably the most surefire guy at that spot in the draft. Let's get to Arizona. Arizona's on the clock. Arizona has the weapons. They had their franchise quarterback, Kyler Murray. The defense needs a little bit more work and more youth, but Kyler Murray needs protection. So let's go with that for now. With the 8th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals have selected offensive tackle Tristan Wirfs out of Iowa. Let's explain these 2 picks if I get to pick number 9. Derrick Brown makes sense for the Panthers. K'Wan Short is not getting no younger. Go get your new K'Wan Short. Simple. As for the Tristan Wirfs pick for the Cardinals, that makes perfect sense as well. They need a tackle. DJ Humphries got re-signed, but you can always have a tackle on the other side of DJ Humphries, and you should have a dynamic tackle duo. I think Wirfs probably the player of the two, but now you have 2 tackles who are definitely starters, and then you can build the interior of the offensive line later on in the draft, and then now you have a solid. You talking Carolina or Arizona? Because Carolina can use a linebacker. Don't get me twisted, but the best player available is Derrick Brown at 7. That's why I got Derrick Brown going at 7. As for the Cardinals, they can use a tackle in the worst way to protect Kyler Murray. That's why I got Tristan Wirfs at 8. I got something for the Niners, though, Joe. I got you, bro. Got you at 13. I'm going to take care of you. I got you. The 10th pick is with the Browns, and they're now on the clock. I agree with that, Joe. They can definitely use a linebacker. But that's not the best player available. They're a bad football team. Bad football teams tend to take the best player available at the spot they pick. And the best player at that pick is Derek Brown. Now, if Isaiah Simmons dropped to 7, that makes sense. Isaiah Simmons not dropping the top 5. That's dead. So, even the linebackers in this draft are not great. I don't see a lot of mocks taking linebacker in the first round. Besides Isaiah Simmons. Oh, it's a surprise. I can't tell you yet. I'm at pick 10 in a minute. The Browns are on the clock. Their line sucks. Simple. The pick is in. Give me your boy Andrew Thomas out of Georgia as the 10th pick of the 2020 NFL draft. I'm going to get all the 13. I'm going to explain all these picks after that. All right, man. Take it easy, bro. Thank you again for stopping by, man. Appreciate you. The Jets are on the clock. They need offensive lineman as well. So that pick, 11th pick in the 2020 NFL draft, would be Jarrett Wilkes, offensive tackle out of Bama. After that, I'm gonna skip the Raiders. I'm gonna get to my boy Joe. You know what I'm saying? Well, the Raiders are taking Jerry Jeudy, so I'm gonna get out the way. 12th pick, Jerry Jeudy gets selected. The 13th pick in the 2020 NFL draft, the Niners are now on the clock. What do the Niners do here? They traded DeForest Buckner, got a 1 for him. Right? You think a wide receiver, right? I'm thinking wide receiver. You think a wide receiver? Yeah, let's turn the card. With the 13th pick in the 2020 NFL draft, the Central 49ers via trade for Minneapolis Colts selects wide receiver CeeDee Lamb out of Oklahoma. Hear me out. Hear me out. CeeDee Lamb with Debo. Whew. That sounds pretty good to me. That sounds pretty good to me. That sound good to you, bro? CeeDee Lamb, man. CeeDee Lamb, man. CeeDee Lamb. So I'm gonna get to the Bucks, Broncos, and Falcons real quick. I'm gonna explain all those real quick. After I explain these. Oh, my fault. With the 9th pick, I had Javon Kinlaw out of the South Carolina get picked by the Jaguars. That makes perfect sense. The defense has been totally deconstructed. They can use defensive talent, point blank period. I know Henry Ruggs is someone you prefer to have, but CeeDee's a better player. Let's say that. Andrew Thomas makes sense for the Browns. They just need offensive tackle help. They need offensive line. That is what it is. Same with the Jets. It makes perfect sense to protect your young quarterback. Jerry Jeudy, they need weapons in Las Vegas in the worst way. CeeDee Lamb for the Niners, I think the best receiver available at this pick. I think Henry Ruggs might be getting a little more hype because he did play next to a guy like Jerry Jeudy in Alabama. But I think Ruggs is definitely a good receiver. But in my opinion, I would give it to CeeDee Lamb. He's been productive longer. You want guys that come out college with consistent production for long periods of time. And I just think CeeDee is better, bro. Like I saw this man produce with Kyler Murray and Baker Mayfield. So I'm gonna go with CeeDee Lamb on that one. That's just my opinion. I know my boy wants Henry Ruggs a little bit more. Not in round 1. This wide receiver class is pretty deep. I don't see it not in round 1. They want some. They got Jamison Crowder on there. They got Christopher Herndon. They got Le'Veon Bell for now. They can wait till round 2 to get a receiver, and it won't hurt them. Now, if they didn't have a second round pick, then maybe they might reach for a receiver. But with them having a top 10 second round pick around the 11th, 10th range of the second round, that's probably an extension of. Whoa! I mean, James Crowder isn't number 1, but he's a damn good number 2. And you can get number 1 receivers in the second round. The Redskins got Terry McLaurin with the 86th pick in the draft. You can find number 1 wide receivers in the third round of the draft. Don't think you got to go get a guy in the first round. This wide receiver class is deep. You can go get Justin Jefferson if the Eagles don't pick him at 21. You can go get the kid out of Penn State I like a lot too. Damn, God's name. The kid in Penn State, you can get him in the second round. I think he's definitely a number 1 wide receiver. This wide receiver class, I think 5 receivers going in the first round. And then there's maybe 2 or 3 receivers who got picked in any other draft in the first round will be sitting there for you in the middle of the second round. So, yeah. But if you take a receiver and your line is trash, how you gonna get the ball? like Sam Darnold be getting killed, bro. The man was seeing ghosts a couple years ago. Like, what you want this man to do? He needs some protection. He needs somebody to block for him. Damn. So that's my point with the whole the pick of the tackle. 12, Judy to the Raiders make perfect sense. They got a good line already. They just need more weapons. That makes perfect sense. Same with the 9 receiving line. With the 14th pick, I had the Bucs selecting offensive tackle Mekhi Becton out of Louisville. It makes perfect sense. Tom Brady is a 43-year-old quarterback. And then whoever the quarterback will succeed Tom Brady afterwards, he will have a tackle that's going to be there for a decade. So that makes perfect sense as well. At 15, I had the Broncos taking Henry Ruggs out of Alabama. I know, Joe. I know. I'm sorry. I know you want Ruggs. I know. But, bro, this makes a lot more sense for the Broncos than for the they got that big receiver already in Denver with Courtland Sutton. So they would want a smaller guy in Ruggs. And I think Ruggs might become a little fragile in the NFL too. That's why also I picked CeeDee Lamb too. And C's pretty fast too. He's not super fast, but he's fast enough. And then with the last pick, I got my first pass in my mock draft. Debo's a big guy, but I think Jimmy would be better with bigger guys with bigger catch radius too. If you notice, like with E-Man, like all these guys were at least 6'1" or better. And he was very accurate with those guys. But like with guys like Marquise Goodwin and guys like that, he wasn't as good with those smaller guys though. Yeah, he's a big wide receiver too. I get that. There's nothing wrong with more size. Can't go wrong with more size. Do you want a speedy guy? Go get one in the second round. You can always double down receiver, Joe. I'll put this. I would not be surprised if Ruggs goes at 13 to the Niners. I would not be shocked. Now, I get your preference. Don't get me wrong. Bro, he's the best receiver at that spot. He's the best guy. And he's been more productive for a longer period of time. Test me. Oh, Jalen Hurd of Baylor. Oh, yeah, he's also a Beaver. Yeah, you can get him later on too. You can't go wrong with that. No wrong with that. I agree with that. In my last pick in my first half of my mock draft will be the 16th pick in the 2020 NFL draft. I have the Atlanta Falcons selected C.J. Henderson, cornerback out of Florida. They just got rid of Desmond Trufant. They have nothing at corner. Their cornerback room is empty as heck. They need something there to just kind of rebuild that secondary. So I only doing the first half of my mock draft on this one. I'll be back up in an hour to do the second half. Guys, take it easy, man. Peace. Come back in an hour. Come back at 8 o'clock. I'll do my second half of my mock draft. True. What else I gotta do? I forgot about that dude. Yeah.